We're seriously talking about this? Well, it is trade season, and the one thing you want to keep in mind is you don't want to fall for just any rumor you may hear or see online, because that's my job. And a report that came out just a few days ago highlights the New Orleans Pelicans as a team that's open to trading the majority of their players, including Zion Williamson. And a few tweets that came after that report highlighted that Zion's preferred destination would be the Dallas Mavericks. So in this video, we're going to go over those reports and rumors of Zion to Dallas. Would he even want to come to Dallas? What would that look like on the team? And when could that actually become a reality? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 15,848 subscribers, which I appreciate greatly. It feels like we hit 15K just yesterday. But if you're enjoying everything that we're doing here at Mavericks Digest with the live streams, the watch-alongs, the news vids, and everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But before we start with the video, I just want to remind you guys that we are in trade season. There's a lot of rumors flying around over who wants to go where, who's going to what team, who's staying, who's going. And you gotta take a lot of it with a grain of salt until things go through. And in a report that came out just a few days ago, highlighted this about the New Orleans Pelicans, stating that the New Orleans Pelicans are open to trading anyone on their roster except for Herb Jones, Yves Messi, and Trey Murphy. While naturally resistant to trade inquiries for their younger gems, like Herb Jones, rookie Yves Messi, and Trey Murphy, word is that the Pelicans are essentially open to trade pitches for pretty much anyone else on the roster apart from those three amid a 5-21 start and more injury woe than even Philadelphia. So yes, for all those people on my Herb Jones video and even in the videos after that, the New Orleans Pelicans are not trading Herb Jones. They see him as a centerpiece for their younger core of players with Trey Murphy and Yves Messi. But that does mean that players like Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, even CJ McCollum, are available for trade. But how does that link this back to the Dallas Mavericks? Well, like I said, there were some tweets that went pretty viral, just like this one, tweeting out Zion's preferred destination is Dallas, according to a source close to Zion. And I'm here to tell you that that source is, trust me, bro, I know who I'm talking about. You gotta understand that there's gonna be a lot of rumors that float around, whether they be true or not. And even a tweet like this from an unnamed page, there could be a little bit of truth behind that, as Zion Williamson in the past has listed Dallas as one of his favorite road cities. And if we look at that specific quote, Pelicans Zion Williamson remains adamant that Dallas is the NBA's best road city, saying, come on now, you know the answer to this. You seen the video? Don't do that. Dallas, baby, Dallas. Dallas is the best road city. What are we talking about? I would say Dallas, New York, and Toronto. Now, I'm also from New Orleans, and I would say New Orleans is pretty cool. It's got good culture, good weather. It does rain a lot, but the food there is amazing, which would explain why Zion Williamson put on a few pounds. But now that I live in the DFW, I'd have to agree that, yes, Dallas is an amazing city, and if Zion Williamson is that much enamored with the Dallas city, why not join the Dallas Mavericks? It is no secret that Dallas is a good city and that Zion Williamson is a fan of it. There were rumors years ago that Zion would want a trade to the Dallas Mavericks, but obviously nothing really materialized, nothing went through. And is this something that Mavericks fans should even be worried about? I'd say no. Nico Harrison is not trading for Zion anytime soon, whether or not today, tomorrow, or next season Zion says, I want to be a Maverick. Well, that's too bad. You're injury prone, you're too expensive, but could this be a reality? If we take a look at Zion Williamson's stats so far for the season, Zion is averaging 22.7 points, 8 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 1.2 blocks, 0.7 steals, 3.7 turnovers, and 3 fouls per game, while shooting 45% from the floor and 33% from 3. The 6'6" power forward, center, small forward, he's a big man. He can dominate down low for sure. He's only played 6 games so far this season before he was out indefinitely with yet another injury, which is another reason why Mavericks fans should not want Zion Williamson. But the idea of Zion joining the Dallas Mavericks, if he is fully healthy, would be pretty cool. It would be a pretty good idea if the timing was right, and I don't think the timing is now. But Zion Williamson isn't the only player that could benefit from leaving the New Orleans Pelicans, as some players that have left the Pelicans are already finding success. If we take a look right here, A quote from Dyson Daniels, who says the New Orleans Pelicans are cursed and he's glad he's no longer playing there, saying that the organization is cursed. Every year there's something new. I'm happy I'm not there anymore. I had like 4 or 5 ankle injuries down there as well. There's something down in that water down there or something. They got hamstrings, they got knees, they got concussions and stuff as well. They get everything down there. I don't know what it is. Playing hard, I guess. Now, Dyson Daniels was very candid right there with how he felt about New Orleans. There's a weird curse about injuries, which it looks pretty true after this year. So far, it seems like everybody on the Pelicans has missed some time with injury. And Dyson Daniels, who is now playing for the Atlanta Hawks after that trade for DeJounte Murray, is one of the league's premier young defenders in the league who could arguably win Most Improved. He's amazing over there in Atlanta and is definitely going to be part of that team long term, as many teams are probably going to inquire about trading for Dyson Daniels. But if I'm the Hawks, I'd definitely keep them. But Dyson Daniels isn't the only player that benefited from leaving the Pelicans, as our own Najee Marshall, who is playing amazing for the Dallas Mavericks, as looking like an amazing 6th Man of the Year candidate, dropping 20 points off the bench. Najee Marshall's been amazing for us. So if that's true for Dyson Daniels, and if that's also true for Najee Marshall, could that be true for Zion Williamson? If Zion Williamson somehow found his way to the Dallas Mavericks, and if he could stay healthy, would be pretty cool. You put him in the starting lineup with PJ, or you have PJ come off the bench for Zion. We would be a very dynamic team. Amazing defense. We could space the floor, play a little bit small ball with Zion at the 5, but also our offense, as Zion's able to drop 20 points on almost any given night. As far as how that fits alongside Kyrie and Luka and any other player that may still be around, I think that would look pretty good. That would give us another scoring punch, another defensive anchor, and that could possibly propel the team to just extend their window even longer of contention, but who's to know? But a few things I do want to bring to your attention is this right here. Another tweet that went viral saying hashtag Zion to Dallas is the worst kept secret in the league. He wants to be a Maverick and the Mavericks want him. He is the missing piece for the Mavs to beat Boston in a finals rematch. Derrick Lively, PJ Washington for Zion? Well, again, all these rumors, all these speculations, you got to take with a grain of salt. This person, I do not believe that the Mavericks want Zion. Would they like him? Cool. Are we just trying to get him? I don't think that's the case. And I'm definitely not trading Derrick Lively and PJ Washington for Zion. And I'm pretty sure Nico Harrison is a little bit smarter than that. And again, a player who is injury ridden almost all the time. If we take a look at the last few seasons for Zion, I mean, he missed his 3rd year completely with an injury. He only played 24 years his rookie year. He's played 29 years 2 seasons ago. Last season was probably his best year of his career, where he played 70 games. He was a 2-time All-Star already at the age of 24, but this season he's out. He's only played 6 games so far, and he's out indefinitely with another injury. So maybe if he were to leave New Orleans like Dyson Daniels and Najee Marshall, he could find a better start, a better career, a second chance, and maybe that could be Dallas. But the reason why that's not happening now, but could possibly happen down the road, has a lot to do with his contract, as he's currently sitting on a 5-year, $197 million contract, and he's in the 2nd year of that 5-year deal. But if we take a look at the bottom, where he will be 28 years old when the contract, or when he is an unrestricted free agent in the 2028-29 season, that's also around the time that Klay Thompson should retire, as I don't see Klay Thompson playing past this current 3-year deal that he's on. So if Klay Thompson's retired and gone, Zion wants to be a Dallas Maverick. As long as the money lines up, maybe we got to move some players around. That could be a potential. I don't think we just throw him a max contract, or maybe not even a $100 million contract. You give him something modest in hopes that he can stay healthy and actually play for a bigger contract. And if you're getting the best out of Zion, that's pretty much a positive. Put that alongside Luka Doncic and Kyrie with all the lobs, the dunks. That could open up our offense as well as our defense. But like I said, it's just rumors, speculations. You want to take everything with a grain of salt. But there is a slight chance that down the road we could have Zion Williamson. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think this is absolutely nothing? Zion's not worth it. He's always injury ridden. Just don't worry about it. Or like me, do you think down the road it could happen? Let me know in the comment section down below. We'd have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far into the video. Make sure you check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing giveaways every single month on this channel. The only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.